Hi, welcome to the YouTube channel, The Real Slim Katie. I'm Katie, and this is the first vlog in my series called Taming the Beast. If you watched my introductory vlog, you know that I have dealt with physical health, mental health, and addiction problems. And this document here is a 1,300-page, 21-year account. I was diagnosed with 32 separate conditions and prescribed 50 medications. I dealt with things such as OCD, ADHD, bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, depression and anxiety, fibromyalgia, chronic pain, degenerative joint disease, self-harming behaviors. I had severe opiate addiction, severe alcoholism, and I was overall really unwell. If there's an easier way to say it, I'm not sure what it is, but I was constantly seeking treatment for problems I had. No medication was ever enough to cure what I thought was wrong with me, or what I was told was wrong with me after all that time. So starting here on July 14th, 1999, I was diagnosed with depression. The problems I had started much earlier, years before, while I was still in high school. I was a multi-sport athlete. I was on honor roll. I did well in almost all of my classes. I was on varsity basketball, soccer, and track and field. From the outside looking in, I seemed to be, a normal teenage girl. In high school, I was incredibly insecure. I based my whole self-identity on whether or not I was accepted, I was liked, whether I was welcomed into certain circles. And I also based my self-worth on any attention I got from the opposite sex. And throughout high school, that was none. I had no boyfriends, I had no dates, I had no romantic interest to speak of. And rather than accepting this as the way things were, I internalized it as evidence that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough the way I was. I have spent so much of my life wanting to be something I'm not. I grew up wanting to be the petite ballerina, wishing that my calves weren't so big, wishing that my thighs weren't big. I wasn't muscular. I didn't have the height. I wasn't taller than half the boys. I wasn't stronger than half the boys. I wanted to be the petite Disney princess. And I would get so anxious and worry about so much that in order for me to be able to function properly, I actually had a box in my room that I filled with candy. I filled with chocolate bars. And if I didn't have, at least a few in there piled up for a stressful time, I felt panicked. In high school, I started using food as a way to escape. I got a drug-like reaction off of it. And so I ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. You see, my classmates weren't oblivious to the fact that I treated my body like a dumpster. But I was, until I saw a picture in the yearbook, which has a picture of me drinking Mountain Dew and eating candy, and it says that is as healthy as my lunch gets. Now, I realize that's funny, but it's a little sad because there was truth to that. There was truth in that that's what I ate. This medical record starts with me at the age of 19. And although the problems did begin in high school, where they really showed themselves was when I went to college at Portland State University. Here is a picture of me signing papers for a soccer scholarship I received to Portland State University in 1998. I was very proud to receive this scholarship, and I had a lot of hopes and dreams for how that was going to go. I was not ready for the big world. I was not ready to be out on my own. I didn't have any friends. My family was relatively far away. My parents had just gone through a divorce that was very hard on me. I didn't have any coping mechanisms. I hadn't developed any. And so when the opportunity arose for me to drink alcohol, I took it. It was something I'd only done once before. And I saw no harm in it. Other people were doing it. It seemed acceptable. And it started as just a party, a simple party, just a party amongst athletes having fun after a practice or a game or something on a Friday or Saturday night. And it turned into a regular occurrence. It turned into every Friday and Saturday night. I wasn't real adept at making friends in a new place with new people. And I couldn't take any criticism that anyone gave me. I let my ego get in the way. I was told by coaches that I needed to get in better shape and lose weight. And I took it to such heart. I wasn't looking at it as like, okay, maybe I should stop drinking soda and eating canned ravioli, which is literally what I ate all the time. I got real offended, and I felt like a victim, and I turned all that anger and pain inwards towards myself again, and I drank more. And I did this until there was no choice for me to do anything except quit school. So effectively, I drank my way out of college. I threw away a scholarship. And I didn't have any friends, and I didn't have anything to show for all the efforts I'd put in, all the years of hard work I'd done in high school and before to become so good at a sport. I had nothing to show for it. At that time, I had no idea that the excessive drinking I had partaken in, the addictive eating patterns I had, the tendency to overweight what others thought of me, and my need to always seek higher authority. I had no idea that those things would manifest themselves into becoming a hell of sorts that I went through for 20 years. And the point is, these kinds of things aren't that unique among themselves. Many people deal with eating problems, alcohol abuse, their feelings of validation or lack thereof from other people. But I wasn't aware enough to see any of this. I wasn't aware enough to take a look at my own, inside myself and find any sort of strength there. A key takeaway is that these things happen to everybody, and that the real strength comes with how you react to them. Are you aware enough to notice whether or not you're going down a bad road? Are you developing poor habits that are going to cause you pain and suffering? Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for episode 2, where I'll discuss the next 10 years of my life, the years between 1999 and 2009, where I spent a lot of time as a stay-at-home mom, and the habits that I had developed earlier on in life, the poor habits, were now turning into disease. Thank you for watching, and have an inspired day. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and comment with any ideas you might have for future vlogs and questions as well.